What's up, gang? Welcome back to the channel. We have another business update video. As y'all know, this channel isn't just about Pokemon updates and investing. It's also about my business and my business journey. So we kind of hit upon investing and business. Let's just get right into it. TCG player sales. We sold $3,000 on TCG player this month, which is really good for us. I really can't complain. Anything on there that's up substantial. Really across the board, we're on pace to really blow last year out of the water, which last year was our first year really selling anything on TCG Player or our own website. Our birthday is in February, so forgot to do eBay, but this eBay is really not about TCG Player or eBay. It's really about the website, because anybody can sell on TCG Player and eBay. It's not hard. You know, they do all the work for you. The hard part is making your own website and getting traction and getting orders and getting people, you know, signing up to your email list, etc. So on the website, we have broken our best month in sales. Our previous month was January, which was right around 4,000 in a month, and this month we hit 4,500. This month meaning March. So that's awesome to see. Yeah, we're that small. Only 4,500. Yeah, that's our record right now. 4,500 in a month. But you know, I'm not making excuses for that. Yeah, sure. Could that be a lot higher? Yeah, but it's a slow, steady growth. February, we were down quite a bit in sales. I want to say we were right around 2K. So, you know, we went from 4 to 2 to 4.5. So I'm hoping next month we can either hit 4.5 or maybe 5. It really depends on releases, because Ascneded Heroes having new releases really helped us a lot, and Perfect Order sold pretty well, actually. Our ETBs are all gone. We still have some booster boxes. Now, I did get a lot of booster boxes. I'm trying to sell a sealed case locally. If anybody's interested in a sealed case, hit me up on Instagram or the Discord. That would be the easiest way to get in contact with me, and we can chit chat. I'll send you pictures, whatever you need to do. I also kind of thought of just throwing it on the website, but you know, $1,200 as well, it's like $1,100, I want to say. Something around that $1,100 or $1,200 range is kind of a lot for an order, and that just scares me with being scammed. So I don't really want to do that. This month I also got a restock of Phantasmal Flames ETVs. Those are priced right around 95% of market. We still have some Ascended Heroes, I think the pin collection. We have a ton of Journey Together. We have a ton of Prismatic ETVs. We actually just got a restock of those with the reprint, which there's going to be a video, maybe not tomorrow, but in a day or two, about the Prismatic ETV reprint by the Dip guys. These are going to be like, I want to say 180 on the website. Once I list them, it's going to take me a little bit. Last month, we got a small restock on Phantasmal Flames ETVs. They're priced right around 95% of market, and Phantasmal Flames just keeps going up. I think market prices are around 105 on TCG Player, so we're definitely under market there. You know, that Charizard's a generational chase, and that's just what's keeping all of the sealed product rising, honestly. What's going on right now is the Prismatic ETB restock. We will have a video on that coming probably in 2 days or so, but here's our Prismatic ETVs. Yes, I bought the dip. I will probably try to buy some more in the dip, but these will be listed right around 180-ish, depending. Yeah, that's kind of right on market or right above, slightly above market, but it's Prismatic. I don't think there'll be an issue. And you guys watch my packaging videos, you know I take very good care of packaging stuff. So I really don't see why you wouldn't shop with me with that regard, because you know you're not getting this thrown into a massive box. You're getting this bubble wrapped, protected. It's going to be stuff with packaging paper around it, and when you get it, it's going to be exactly the way it was when it left my fulfillment center. I don't see why you wouldn't. If you're going to pay on TCG Play, you're also paying sales tax. Whereas with me, you know, you're saving 6%, 7%, 10%, depending where you are. If you're in California or like New York or something like that, you know, you're saving that percentage right off the rip just by shopping with me. Even if it's still market pricing, you're still saving that whatever 5 to 10% depending on your state. So just makes sense to me. I would also like to say the second biggest announcement behind all-time high sales would be we started selling slabs on our website. I don't really have a whole lot to say about that, just because I don't really have a whole lot to talk about with that, just because we haven't sold any yet. But sell us your PSA 9s and PSA 10s at 80% of market. so we can sell them, 95% market, give some people a little bit of a deal, and, all is happy. I also picked up some slabs for investments, PC, whatever you want to call them. So I grabbed this in a trade for some Japanese booster boxes. I bought this on eBay. This card is so underrated, and even if we get more SBCs, even if it drops a little bit, which I can't see it dropping too much, that's going to be great. So here we are. I got this in a trade. I traded a bunch of Japanese 151 for an Otani PSA 10 rookie. As y'all know, I collect the Pokemon Center stamped promos, so that is a PC card. And I grabbed this Victini, and that's an investment as well. This really isn't business-wise, this is more investment-wise, but definitely a underrated card with a low gem rate. All right, so some of the negatives that happened this month, we've had a period of 5 days in a row with no order. We also had a separate period of 4 days in a row with no order. Everything can't be sunshine and rainbows. You have to take the good with the bad. That's kind of just the surface. As we go on here, you'll see these things get a little bit worse. Very recently, I had an Inferno X restock come in, and I was scammed on that. I'm sure if you watch packaging videos, there's been a lot of Inferno X. I've been churning and burning Inferno X like crazy. Most of that's been on TCG Player, even though my website is substantially cheaper. For some reason, people just don't want to go to the website to order it. They'd rather order on TCG Player. So market price on TCG Player is a lot. We'll just put it that. It's like 140 or something ridiculous. And I think I have it for like 120 on the website. Why are you paying that? I don't know. But so I got another restock of Inferno X, and instead of it being my booster boxes, I got a one single pack. I believe it was Cyber Judge or something like that. So I'm trying to get my money back in that regard. Thankfully, it wasn't a Japan order. It was another business in the US. So I should get my money back in there. I have buyer protection, but who knows with how things are these days? You never know. But hopefully I can get my money back out of that. That sucks, but it is what it is. I guess that's just part of being in business, part of doing business. I'm a little hesitant to mention this one because I've done a lot of deals with this guy. We still have been in contact, but a lot of the OGs know probably 2 months ago, roughly, or in February. So yeah, 2 months ago. I had announced I was getting a restock of Black Bolt and White Flare. Fortunately, that never came. Guy still has my money. We've been in contact, and it looks like I'm getting my refund sometime this week. So unfortunately, no Black Bolt White Flare is coming. Again, another one of those negatives that it's like, what can you really do about it? I'm not really sure. That one, because we have a history together, I didn't pay with seller protection. Otherwise, I probably would have just put it in a case and got my money back already. But yeah, I'm at the mercy of him, whether or not he actually refunds me or not. Hopefully he does. It's a substantial amount of money for me as a business, and I've been operating without that money for now 2 months. And I've had to miss out on some buying opportunities that I probably would have taken had I had some more money to spend. But unfortunately, I just haven't been able to have that. So hopefully I can get that back and help me, more money I can spend, the more product I can get, the more product I can churn, assuming people still come to the website and buy stuff. Moving on to Ascended Heroes in perfect order. Obviously, Ascended Heroes has sold exceptionally well. It's my #1 seller, both in orders, in items, and dollar amount sold. Really, the all-time best-selling month for Max Packs belongs to Ascended Heroes because that's really why it is. I've been trying to get more Ascended Heroes. Unfortunately, it's just hard to get at a good price. And, I was under market for the most part on it. I think when it was 110, I was selling at 105. And then as it kept creeping, I've raised my price like $1 or $2. When it was like 115, I want to say it was like 105.99 or 106 or something like that. And then I think the last two were like 115 because the market was 120. So yeah, I'm taking $5 off. Literally the best product ever. Any deal on Ascended Heroes is a great deal in my opinion. So just do with that information as you wish. And I do still have the pin collection in stock. If anybody is interested in those, head on over to the website. Grab yourself some of that. That's really the only Ascended Heroes I have. I have none coming yet. Hopefully when I get my refund, I can use that money well, both my refunds technically, I can use that to look for some more Ascended Heroes. Now, this may surprise everybody. It surprises me as well. Perfect Order is the second best and the third best selling on my website. ETBs, we completely sold out. The booster bundles, we sold 0 of. I was supposed to sell, I think 4 of them locally, and the guy ended up ghosting me. I was giving him a relatively good deal. You know, I was only gonna make like $4 a bundle or something on them, and he ended up backing out. So those are up on the website. Booster boxes they've been slow, but they've been moving. And that's pretty much right at market price. You know, nobody really wants to give discounts on booster boxes. Myself neither. Like, I don't want to give it because they don't get reprinted, at least not in this market cycle or this hype cycle or whatever you want to call whatever this is. Booster boxes have not been reprinted. So why would I give a big discount on literally the most collectible Pokemon item there is, maybe besides Pokemon Center, ETBs? That's another discussion. Now, as we move on to the other aspects of the business, YouTube, according to the analytics, we are up 55 subscribers in the month of March. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for being a part of maxpacks.com and watching our journey, helping us grow. As y'all know, we've been trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get the channel monetized. We also need 4,000 watch hours, which is going to be rough, very rough. These long form videos tend to not do very well. So I don't really know what to do with that. Yeah, that's the goal with YouTube, is to get monetized and start doing giveaways and give backs with the YouTube. Once it gets monetized, once I can get ad revenue, whatever the ad revenue is, it will be done in a giveaway per month, just as like a, hey, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, etc. type of deal. We've also gotten a lot of organic orders or website traffic. I don't really know the right way to say it, from YouTube. So that was awesome to see. I want to say like 30% of our total spend through the website came from YouTube. So that's awesome. Thank you guys for supporting me through YouTube. And as always, there will be links in the description of the video where you can join the Discord, find me on social media, and find my website, sign up for emails. Speaking of emails, we are up something like 10 to 20 email subscribers on the month. Again, I expect slow growth there as well. And our Discord's up to 70 members. So just awesome all the way around to see all of this. I'm beyond thankful for you guys. As you know, I can't do any of this without you guys and your constant support. So thank you for the best month. Let's look on to April, and hopefully April is just as good, if not better. I mean, that's the goal in business, is to do better than your last month, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, you know, that's always the goal of business, is to do better than your last month. So looking across all my channels, you know, TCG Player, my website, YouTube, Discord, email lists, it looks like I am slowly doing better each month on all of those as they keep growing and I keep getting more sales and stuff. Like, that's all good to see. That's all encouragement, and it makes me feel good. Like, hey, I'm not just spinning my wheels here, stuck in a rut. Like, we're actually slowly moving the boat down the river, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys like the video, smash that subscribe button. Lots of links in the description of the video. We already talked about that earlier. And I'll see you guys on our next video, where we're going to talk about the Prismatic ETB reprint and what we think, how we think this is going to affect the Prismatic ETB market, essentially. See you guys.